Hello all you amazing people, and remember you're always amazing because you clicked on this video out of all the videos you could have clicked on. Currently we're at 1,163 subscribers. It would really mean a lot to me if you did subscribe. And in today's video I'm going to be telling you how to build Kusanali, whether it's going to be how to make her a sub DPS or a support. That are really the two roles that you want to use her as. So let's get into it. So let's go over the full-on support build first. So basically you want your Nahida to have as much elemental mastery as possible. So, the weapon that I'm using on her right now is Wandering Evenstar, just because I R5'd it, and yeah, that basically, Kazuha's weapon was not nice to me, okay? So I have an R5 Wandering Evenstar, 48% of her elemental mastery, and 30%, it's a whole thing. So Wandering Evenstar gives you elemental mastery. There is a couple other books that work also. So for a full support build, her weapon is going to be her signature weapon. Is first of all, that is always going to be her best support. And then I would say her second best weapon is going to be Wandering Evenstar because it's going to buff your other character's damage. I believe if you have 1,000 elemental mastery and then you get 480 and then 30%, it's 144 extra attack, which isn't much, but it actually can make some differences. Because, you know, characters like Sinnoh do not have the highest attack as it is right now. So this weapon buff will have a bigger effect on those characters rather than other characters. If you don't have that, you can also go for, I almost forgot, Sacrificial Fragments is a good weapon for her and the support build. This thing, not really that good. I don't think she literally gets basically nothing off of her actual E skill other than the damage. And this, it really doesn't matter if you use this. So there's no benefit from having this passive, but it does give you a load of elemental mastery, 221 at the maximum. R5 magic guide, which is really easy. I mean, you probably got it while summoning for her. I'm being real. This is really easy to get. It gives you a lot of elemental mastery. As you can see here, it's got 41. You can also use the Mappa Mare if you really do not have anything, but I would recommend magic guide over that. So really, if you have magic guide, just use it. Okay, guys? It's really easy. R5'd, if you don't have her signature weapon and you don't have this thing, then use the magic guide. It's really easy to get. Her best artifact set is going to be Deepwood Memories. However, I'm using Gilded Dreams just because it's also like her second best in slot. Deepwood Memories is going to give her an elemental damage buff, and then also is going to decrease the res, which can definitely help out a lot depending on what bosses you're fighting. If they have a lot of Dendro res, I think the chicken has a decent amount. I don't know the specific number, but I believe it does. And for the actual main stats, you're just going to want elemental mastery all throughout. I don't exactly, trust me, I've been farming for Nahida ever since she was basically announced. I really do not have good artifacts for her, so that's why the build guide is coming before the showcase. But you can also use Gilded Dreams. There's no, like, it's not that big of a difference. Depending on what artifact set you have better EM on, you definitely could use that. Because realistically, you want to be between 800 and 1,000. 1,000 is really good, but 800 is acceptable. You really want to try and get to 1,000 elemental mastery as good as possible, right? So if we come over here real quick, we can see her 2 ascension passives give her a decent amount. So let's go over this one first. This ascension talent will give every single person in the party 250 elemental mastery. So characters like Sinnoh are going to do well, I wouldn't say a lot more damage, but they're going to do damage. They're going to do more damage, better, you know, reactions. It's going to be great. And then we have Nahida's actual, you know, self-buffing thing. She gets crit rate and damage bonus. This crit rate is crucial. You will not have a lot of crit rate on Nahida. Mine only has 22, meaning at maximum, if I had the 1,000 elemental mastery, she would have 44 crit rate. It's not that good. So yeah, it's very crucial to build as much elemental mastery on her as possible for a role like this. So I would just recommend, you know, going for this. So yes, Deepwood Memories, best artifact set. Gilded Dreams right behind it, so you can use whichever one if you have a better one of a specific version. I think my Deep-Wooded Memories is actually better than my Gilded Dreams. I just don't have any of it raised, and artifact XP is pretty hard to come by. So now let's go over talent priority. I think it's, you know, her E skill easily is, you know, the biggest talent priority. She does basically all of her damage with this, so she does basically all her damage with this, and then this will be your second one. This one definitely can help out because if you crown this, I'm definitely going to crown this, you can get this. The burst duration at level 6 is 22 seconds if you have 2 Hydro characters in your party. That's insane. I love it. And then on top of that, her burst energy cost is only 50. It's amazing. Nahida is like the perfect designed character. I love her. She has so many like uses. It's amazing. Now let's go over a sort of sub DPS DPS Yoimiya. Now let's go over a sub DPS DPS Nahida. All right. So first of all, Wandering Even Star, probably not even gonna consider this one, okay guys? This one is purely for her support build, which I would recommend going for the elemental support build, by the way. But if you want Nahida to do damage and you want her to be crazy, then go for this build, because it probably is gonna be really fun. There's no way I can deny that it's gonna be fun. Okay, so her best in slot weapon is, of course, her signature weapon. It's always probably gonna be that. And then her second best in slot weapon will be Kagura's Variety. It's decent, and then sadly, bringing back the Wizzith, it's really only because of these crit damage substats that the Kagura's Variety and Wizzith are actually good, because I really hate this. The Wizzith could have been really good for her, however, 30 seconds, I mean, she does have a really insane long burst duration, so you might not need to swap out for her for a while, so, you know, it could definitely be good for her, but it is the third best weapon for a reason. I mean, this 480 elemental mastery is insane. If this one drops, you're going to have great damage bonus on your thing. All of these actually increase her, except for this attack percent increased by 120%. Really not going to do anything for her as much as the other ones. However, these two are going to do a lot more for her. And then the Map of Mare is going to make a comeback. Map of Mare is a free-to-play craftable weapon, so you should just be able to craft it. If you really don't have the Wizzith, I would just recommend going for the Wizzith. Most people probably have it, but if you don't, then Map of Mare would be your next option. And then if you don't want to take the investment into making Map of Mare and just want to wait until you get the Wizzith, then you can put Magic Guide on her also. But that is a very last resort. This really doesn't buff her damage by much unless you're doing Hydro or Electro. Now we have a little bit of a switch up. We still want Deepwood Memories, and you definitely can use Gilded Dreams as her second best in slot. But this time, you're going to want Elemental Mastery, Danger Damage Bonus, Crit Rate, or Crit Damage. I imagine you're going to want Crit Rate. So, if you have that build, then you can use it. I want to use this build, but I don't have the correct artifact pieces. I really do want to use this build. I would love to use like a DPS Nahida. It would be amazing. And for talent priority, we're going to do the same thing. It's going to be her E skill, then her Q skill, and then this one, we're actually going to level up this. Last time, I didn't mention this at all, but this one, you actually are going to want to level it up because, you know, actually you're putting in like damage. If you wanted to build a main DPS in Nahida, you can use this. It won't be too good, but it will be good. So I wish you all luck on your Nahida summons if you haven't pulled her yet. Oh, she was going to do the swing, man. I messed it up. Oh, by the way, have anybody noticed this? She has a little thing. She makes music when she moves. Yeah, she makes music when she moves. It's amazing. I love it. She's so cute. Everything about her is just entirely cute. It's the most amazing character I think they've released in a while. I love it. So, thank you guys. I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.